What's up, Warriors? I hope you guys are doing great. Thursday, we got to keep on smashing, keep on grinding. Just because the weekend's here doesn't mean to let off the gas. This is where a lot of people are tested. This is where a lot of people are going to see what they're made of, because this is when temptation starts to creep. This is when you start getting those phone calls, what we're going to do this weekend, where we're going to go this weekend, what we're going to eat this weekend. This is when the challenges happen. This is when you really got to you gotta sack up and run it like a champ, man. You really gotta fucking stay solid, stay firm on what you believe and what you're doing, because you're gonna be tested. This is when everybody fails. People do not like to be called followers, but then they crack under pressure when their homeboys, when their friends, their family members start, offering you what you shouldn't be eating, what you shouldn't be drinking. This is going to be a test. Remind yourself why you're doing this. Remind yourself why we started this goal. Remind yourself, and uphold your word on what you said you were going to do. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as just upholding your word. A lot of people break their word is like if it's nothing. That shit is lost out here, man. Everybody says and speaks about shit that they don't even do, or they'll start and all of a sudden it gets, uncomfortable, or you start being tested, and it's easy for you to just say, I'll start Monday. I'll do it again next week, and I'm gonna run it in for sure. This was like unexpected and bunch of excuses. That's why, like I said, man, you gotta get your feelings out of the way. Everybody's feelings get in the way, and that's when you crack. That's when you break, because of how you feel, because of that you've been working so long and for many hours and for a long period of time throughout the week, that now you deserve a reward. You gotta let off the gas and relax because this was the hardest week that you ever had. Nah, man. Those are scenarios that you create that are gonna stop you from what you really want in life. And people don't see it as a test. People don't see it that's just you're being tested at the moment. But today I wanted to talk about, a lot of people are hitting me up with this fasting thing, so let's switch it up, man. This is what I came for, to do this quick video about fasting, because people get this misunderstanding that I don't like fasting. I said, I always tell everybody on my Q&As, on my live Q&As, I do not have nothing against fasting. The only thing that I have to say about fasting is that for a lot of people, it's not sustainable. It's not realistic. Has it helped people lose weight? Of course. Has it helped people, be healthier, feel healthier? Of course it has. But what I mean is, like, don't come in here trying to find the easiest, fastest way, because that's not the easiest, fastest way. I deal with a lot of clients. I had a lot of clients come and go. They tried many diets: paleo diet, keto diet, carnivore diet, the vegan diet, all kinds of diets, man. And a lot of it is just plain and simple. It's not your lifestyle, so it's not going to work. You will crack, you will get tired, and that's when everything goes out the window. So if you did lose 40, 50 pounds, well, guess what's going to happen? You're going to gain it right back, because you don't have nothing structured. You don't even know how to start to incorporate how you were eating before. So you just go right back to how you were eating. Those bad habits, you don't even think about, okay, you know what? Well, let me see what kind of approach I should take to get back to how I used to eat. This is where everybody screws up. They'll just go back to how they used to eat. They don't even think, and they just pretty much end up gaining all the way back, if not even more, because you torture yourself for however long you lasted doing that crazy diet. And then once you give up, which that's what most people do when something doesn't go well, or you get bored or tired of it, especially if it's not your lifestyle, that's not how you live. And like I said at the beginning of the video, you'll get tested. People will start, telling you, oh, you know what, let's go here, let's do that. Something that goes against your, diet that you have going on, especially fasting. Fasting is one of the easiest way that, people end up cracking. Why? Because there's different types of fasting. There's the 16-8, which is the most popular one, which you fast for 24 hours. The 16-8 is you go 24 hours without eating, and sometimes it'll tap into your breakfast. So there's one challenge there, because if your family is used to eating breakfast with you, then you still can't eat, till your 24 hours is up. So it depends when you go to sleep. It depends when you wake up. You have to, do 24 hours, or else you just didn't do it. Now you just got to start all over. Then there's that one it's common, but like I said, is it gonna make you lose weight? Of course it is. Any diet is gonna make you lose weight if you stick to it, if you adhere to it. But that's not the key. The key is like long view, long term. How long are you gonna keep that diet for? How long are you gonna do it for? Is it gonna be your lifestyle? Do you like how you feel with it? Were you able to adapt to it? All those things you gotta ask yourself. Then there's the other one, which is 24, the 24, where you have 2 meals a day. Because a lot of people are like, well, yeah, I had this where I could only eat 2 meals, or they said I could have 2 meals and I'll be good. And I go, well, I mean, absolutely, you could fit it in 2 meals, but what's going to happen there is like, it depends what you're trying to do. If you're trying to get a certain look, if you're trying to build muscle, if you're trying to optimize the most fat loss, 2 meals a day is not going to do it. It's not going to cut it. A lot of people fail because that right there is used for a lot of other reasons. Health reasons, religion reasons. That's when you test yourself. That's when you go find yourself and have more clarity. You think better. Go not eating for 20 hours, you're going to start feeling a little bit different. And of course, in the process, you're going to lose weight. You're not shoving food in your mouth all the time. So you only have 4 hours to fit those 2 meals in. And I guarantee you're not going to, a lot of people might think, oh yeah, I could do it. It's easy. Nah, man, I tried them just to test them out. And it's not something that it's realistic. And, so I got to keep it 100 with that, And then the next one is the worst one, which is the most beneficial for health issues and to gain more clarity and to reset your metabolism, to reset, your mind. And like I said, more clarity pretty much is what you're going to get out of this one, which is 48-hour fast. That one, not a lot of people do it. You go almost 2 days without eating, you're going to start feeling a type of way. You will end up not lasting because, a lot of people, they'll see it as torture. If you're used to eating and putting your, shit in your mouth all the time, going and not eating for 48 hours, you will crack, man. So my whole point here is that all these diets work. People always hit me up with, what do I think about fasting? Is fasting good? My friend does fasting. My friend says that fasting works. Of course it works. Of course you're going to lose weight. Any diet will. Just get that in your head. What you really have to think about is that going to be my lifestyle? Is it going to give me the results that I want? Which for a lot of you guys, you want to build muscle. You want a certain look, aesthetics, you want to build instead of just losing fat. And the way that, people fast, that's not how you build. There's no way, people that are doing fasting or been doing fasting, a lot of them, that became their lifestyle. They got comfortable with it. It worked for them. They feel good, but they just didn't get there from, one day to the next. A lot of them, they walked themselves into it. They worked themselves into that. They started tracking first. Once they lost the weight, they got the results. Now they see what else they could do that could maintain the way they look, the way they feel. Because obviously, when you fast, a lot of times it's just more clarity. You feel better. You don't have to, a lot of people that struggle with inflammation, it has just a lot of benefits to help you with a lot of health issues, inflammation, and what's going on inside, because, but you still got to eat in a structured manner. You can't just go all out because you fasted and then eat whatever you want. Nah, man, there's a plan for everything. So a lot of people, they need to know what they're doing. So like I said, Hope this video helps. Like I said, I don't have nothing against fasting. You just got to think long view, long term. Is it going to be your lifestyle? Let's run it. Let's go.